Start off, you the middleman.
Hey, what up, everybody? Welcome again to another episode of the Happiest Hour. Got your host here, Poon.
Mike, what's good?
Fat Project Pat, what's going on with your people?
And you know what? Today's topics, now they're gonna be a little out there. We're gonna go ahead and start off with interracial dating. Interracial dating. So, like, what's the biggest problem with interracial dating besides the fact that it's interracial? Like seriously, like, what's up with that, man?
I think the deal with race is that it's always going to be an issue, because it doesn't always have to be the main issue when it comes to interracial dating. And I say that to say this, like, I'll take me for example. I'm in an interracial relationship, and we do get looks when we're out and about. More so, I get black women looking at me upside down like, what are you doing? Then I get white people looking at me like, what are you doing? So, I mean, like, as long as you're comfortable in yourself and in your relationship, you shouldn't worry about the outside world has to do with what it has to say. So, but with interracial relationships, I feel that, like, from a black man's perspective, some black men just tend to just date only white women. And that, to black women, can seem offensive, or like, what is it about us that you don't like us? Like, what is it about us, or what is it that you don't see in us that you see in them? Whereas me, on the other hand, I like all women. Color, green, red, black, white, it don't matter. So I'm not gonna just stereotype just to one or stick just to one race.
But I mean, what about that whole thing about you're not supposed to go outside of your race? You know,
I mean,
white's gonna have the white power, black's gonna have the black power, Chinese, like
that's
everybody.
the thing. That's the thing. When I say that race is an issue, it shouldn't be the main issue, though. It's like that's all what's going on with the world right now. It's like everyone's just worried about race and not just worried about getting along. I mean, yeah.
Well, I mean, nobody cares about getting along whenever it comes down to interracial relationship.
I'm all for black women going and dating outside their race too. Go get you a Brad Pitt. Go get you an Affleck. I don't care.
It seems like us men get more of the negative, outrage.
Yeah.
When we date outside of our race, it seems like, we're not supposed to do that. Or the case may be, it seems like black men get more, ugly faces than, a black woman would to date outside of her race, which, I don't really understand.
Do you think it ties into what some have been saying forever, that black men are lazy and they want to have somebody they can be dominant over? Is that why they date outside of the black race?
But see,
I've been hearing that forever.
Yeah,
you're lazy. Yeah. I mean, you want to go and date somebody outside your race.
I feel it don't matter what color you are. A chick's gonna be submissive and however the dude is towards her.
No, I'm not gonna say submissive. I mean,
not submissive. But I mean, there's been some black submissive women out there too.
Yeah, that's not the word. But I'm just saying, like, we've all dated interracially or whatnot. I mean, I've dated white women that might have a little bit more attitude than the black woman I dated. Exactly, I think that's all just a stereotype. I don't think that really applies. I think that was made up. I don't want to say jokingly, because it's people actually believe some of that nonsense.
You believe it enough, then you start acting like
they say,
you start acting like you start having an attitude for no reason.
Yeah, they say all black women have attitudes or angry. Like, no, not all black women are angry have attitudes.
No,
I met some white girls have some jacked up attitudes too. Yeah, man, it don't matter what color you are. They're all females. That's what it is.
What that lady has gone through is going to determine her attitude toward that male. That's it. But reason why I like this subject so much, because of course I'm in an interracial relationship, married, happily, appreciate you out there. It comes down to you not giving two shits about what's going on, basically, at all. If you're happy in your relationship, that's your relationship. The period. What makes people more upset is whenever they don't have an effect on your relationship. It doesn't matter who it is. White, black, purple, green, it don't matter. It don't matter. Submissive, first and foremost, any man that doesn't want a woman that thinks for herself, that man's not trying to grow at all. There's no growth in submission at all. You can't have somebody that...
You want nobody you can walk all over.
No, you can't. I mean...
Either way.
Yeah.
Either way, yeah. Woman that can walk all over a dude walk all over a chick. It's not a healthy relationship. It ain't gonna work.
Zero growth in that. You're put with the opposite person to grow.
So let me ask y'all a question.
Go ahead.
So we've all been in a relationship. We've all came to the point where we had to meet their parents. What went through y'all's mind, you know, walking up to that door, or you know, what I mean, just hey, how's this gonna be? What's this gonna be like?
Well, again, it depends on how you're raised, and they're growing up in Mansfield, as country as Mansfield is. I guess it prepared me for the simple fact that blacks are not the only race in the world, and to not have a fear of any other races. A man's gonna bleed, a woman's gonna bleed. We're all gonna bleed the same color. I mean, that's just how I was raised.
Right.
And so, meeting family is whatever. I love meeting parents.
Yeah, I didn't have a big issue with me either. I just met my girlfriend's parents recently, and it was great. It went fantastic. Couldn't ask for an even better day. So, I mean, it didn't matter what color she was. I mean, I have no problem meeting parents. I just make them laugh. I'm good. So, 9 times out of 10, that works.
Yeah. I mean, it does. It does. I mean, again, it depends on that person's upbringing. I mean, if they're going to be brought up to be biased, I mean, it's going to be up in them some kind of somewhere. If their history is like that, you're gonna know that they're a biased type family. There's gonna be telltale signs. And more like you shouldn't force yourself in a relationship where there's not gonna be happiness in the end. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And if your significant other's not gonna kind of, would you say, go to bat for you because he's trying to respect, or he's trying to respect the family. It's not how that goes. Not how that goes at all.
It shouldn't be a forced relationship. Anything forced isn't a good relationship. Yeah. So, with that being said, interracial relationships can work. That can work.
Is that how you're gonna end that one?